Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an AMX 50B. It's the Tier 10 French auto-loading oscillating turret heavy tank owned by the French, and well, this one's on the east spawn of Airfield under the command of Jiffy of MAHOU. Now, as you know, we've done some videos for Jiffy recently where he's been getting his third mark, and he's got 2 marks on this one already. So let's see if he can get the victory. 120mm gun, 4 shots in the magazine, and as you can see, he's carrying a fair old amount of APCR premium ammo. Well, he'll probably need it. Alpha damage 400. Now, it's quite a long reload, 26.78 seconds, but that is comparable to the T57 Heavy, so yeah, it's slightly different. And of course, because it's French tank and because it's slightly fast, it actually does have fairly thin armour, so that's a bit of a drawback. I don't believe the 50B's got put into production, but well, it's still a good tank in the game. And oh, first target, he puts one into it, and another, and the third. Go for the kill. Yes. Well, that stops him scouting. That's a good first kill, because that guy would have been a flaming nuisance to Jiffy if he got to that position and still been alive. He's just poking to have a look. Doesn't mean to say there won't be tank destroyers a little further back, and that's very, very likely. Okay, he's waiting for one of the enemy. There's a Object 705 the other side of the rock that we know of, and also a UDES. It's useful actually to pick up some of the tips on how expert players play. That's why, you know, watching people like Skills4U and everyone else who's that sort of level really does help your game, because you can see how they do it and how they score big. Jiffy's actually with MAHOU, which is an elite clan in the North American server, and Oppenheimer's also on that server, and he's also with MAHOU, and so I think is True Voodoo. Okay, well, just saw the top of him, and the UDES. Oh, nice, we can farm him. He's not paying attention, and we received or bounced 2 rounds. Oh, we got a fire on the UDES. Oh, now we're really getting turned into a pincushion here. Ouch, that's the Arty. Well, we know where the Arty is now. He's in the corner. And 705 managed to bounce his round, but Jiffy's, well, had to pull back and use his repair kit. Okay, he's loaded, but he's lost a lot of hit points during that encounter. A lot. Down to 40% of his health. He did gain 2,796 hit points of damage, but it really has put a crimp on his battle from now on. I think the enemy are going to be waiting for him to do the same again. That charioteer is probably still there. Well, that was a nice little extra kill for nothing. God, what possessed that 705 to do that? I don't know. That's totally the wrong thing to do. Maybe he just wanted to get out of the battle. There'd be easier ways to do it. Just drive into the enemy lines and shoot as much as you can. In a few seconds you'll be dead. Well, he's popped another reload and he's got a full mag of APC art to play with. The scores are fairly even. Well, they are. Somebody was mentioning to me the other day that apparently the reason our channel isn't that popular with other people is basically because we're crap. Well, Yabu sucks to them. We're still going to be doing the videos for the meanwhile. And we still have more videos than Jingles and Quickie Baby put together. And we're one of the few places and the few channels where people can get their videos done. Whereas if they go to Quickie Baby or Jingles or any of the others, they more than likely won't get their videos done. Simply because they've got too many videos to do. The added advantage, of course, of our channel is that you will actually see Arty replays you won't see on other channels, simply because they don't think Arty's interesting. And we do feature Arty because we like playing Arty. And some of our players tend to be rather good. And you'll see Arty players winning battles for their team. Oh, we found the IS-7. Now, can we tempt him to come around the corner? Well, the Pershing's decided he's not going to sit at the back anymore. If he can act as bait, that might be very useful. Arty's firing at the IS-7. When the arrows appear like that, yep, Arty's about to hit them. And you saw that, shell's gone in, he's been stunned. So now, if we can get some damage on that IS-7, the Arty will be very happy. Well, their Object 261's definitely after their that Pershing. He just took a round. And it looks like the IS-7 might be interested in him as well. The IS-7's seriously damaged now. Here comes the Udes. Thank you. And there's the Charioteer. Oh, didn't get the chance to shoot him. Shoot the IS-7. Oh, didn't go through. That was a pity. And it looks like the enemy Arty just wasted a shot firing at the Pershing. Here comes the Jaeger. Oh, now, what's he going to do? It looks like he mucked up his shot. Arty got a good hit this second time. Fully loaded, ready to go. Oh, just took around from that T-44. He's using that spotting position up on Temple Mount. He's gone into hiding for the moment. Oh, and took some fire there. Is he going to be silly enough to pull back? He might. Yes, he does. Good. Jaeger's low on health. Looks like the Pershing's been putting some of those into. And unfortunately, Jaeger just killed the Pershing, but now with the perfect opportunity to hit that Jaeger because he's stunned. He's in reload. And he's probably immobilized. We're just still worried about that Charioteer. Well, unfortunately, we're still in reload now. Now remember, Jiffy's going after his third mark, so he does need to keep the damage rate up. He's already up to 4k. If he could ideally get that Charioteer and the Jaegeru, that would certainly help, but the IS-7 very low on hit points, so if he spots him, one shot should be enough. I had the impression that Jiffy's actually waiting for the enemy to make a mistake and try and come around that corner. And it must be noted that Jiffy and the AMX CDC and that AMX AC-48 are the only tanks that are actually holding back the rest of the enemy team. They've got an Emil in the south and the Reveillerise off to the northwest corner. But a lot of our tanks are actually sitting at the back, which is a bit painful really when you think about it. They're doing absolutely nothing when they could be doing something. In fact, one of our mediums is sitting behind our camped on the red line at the back, and that is absolutely dreadful. And I have the impression now that that's one of the reasons why Jiffy has decided to abandon that position, because nothing's happening there. It's a stalemate. It's not going to happen at all. And he's headed back to near the cap area, and I think he might be able to go around and come up the south and take out that Emil too. There's only 2 minutes left in the game. If they're going to get a win, they're really going to have to push. And he also needs his team to actually fight. That Udes that was at the back, the reason he was at the back is he had very low hit points. So he was probably thought, well, I'm not going to take part in the battle anymore because I've got too low hit points to actually do anything up at the front. But that's the wrong attitude to take. You're still a gun. You're still in the game. Keep fighting. And Jiffy is going round the back. Oh, there's the Reveillerise, and he's just gone over the edge. And one in. 2. 3. Now move, and he's killed him. So that puts the game in their favour now. The Emil is low on hit points, but we've got 25 seconds to reload. The Emil's dead. Good, now we're moving. Got an SDRV 103 ahead of us. Need to get behind the rock. That's the minute hooter. Oh, took her around from him. We're a one shot now. And the Strib's just taken an Arty round, so have we. That was a near miss. We're down to 5 hit points. Only 5 left. I think we've lost this game, or at least it's going to be a draw. But he has done a huge amount of damage. 5k of damage. There are still some enemy tanks in sight, so We might be able to have a go at some of them. Don't think we can get a win though. 18 seconds left to go on the game. Jaeger can't be seen. Eudes has gone down. There's the charioteer. You nuisance. Let's go for him. And we killed him, but we died in the process. But that at least means it's a Top Gun. And yes, it is a draw. So you might as well go for it. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And he did it! Oh my god, after all that, Jiffy managed to get his third mark of excellence on the AMX 50B. A second class tanker, a duelist, eye for an eye for dying at the last moment with that charioteer, a fire for effect and a bruiser medal out of the miners. Out of the epic medals though, he picked up the high caliber, a Top Gun and a tanker sniper with that game. Oh my god, and a win 8 of 8794. Well, he was basically holding back the enemy horde for so long on that corner. Eventually, he did the right thing, actually. Pull away, go elsewhere, and try and do some damage elsewhere on the enemy. But if you look at the team tables, yes, easily the highest damage. He managed to get 6,212 hit points of damage. The highest the enemy could get was their 3260 from their Object 261. The second highest damage was actually from our Arty. The GWE100 managed to get 3,909 hit points in that game. But he only got 1 kill, whereas Jiffy managed to get 6, and that Jaeger managed to get 4 in the end. And when it came to base XP, he got the highest amount on there, 679, because of course it was a drawn battle. Let's have a look at detail report. Fired 19 rounds, got 18 direct hits, 16 penetrations, damage of 6,212 hit points, of which 2,192 were at long range, and some of those were the shots that hit the 705 and the Star 2. He received 10 hits from the enemy, 5 penetrations, 4 non-penetrations. That's because he did the paper-thin armour, as I was saying. It's not a very good armoured tank, the MX-50B, but it's certainly, the fact that he managed to get 4 non-penetrations probably means that the enemy hit him in his tracks or other places where they shouldn't be aiming. He received 2 hits by way of splash damage from the enemy Arty. He blocked damage of 1,470 hit points. He spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 6 of them, and did damage assistance of 1,429 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 85,199 credits, got the Courageous Resistance Award for getting an epic medal in a drawn or losing battle, 6,750, so his grand total came to 91,949, but he did use a lot of premium ammo in that game, and that meant that he ended up the game at a loss of 83,310 credits, but he won't mind because he played a lot of Stockhold battles, and therefore he earns the credits that can make up the difference. He picked up 33 bonds for that game at tier 10, and he also got 1,594 XP to go with it. So good battle there for Jiffy in terms of the fact that he picked up his 3rd mark. Not the sort of result I think he wanted, really. I think they really were spending a long time facing off against each other, not wanting to go around the corner for fear that it would actually end the battle one way or the other. And so it ended up a draw, but he got a nice kill towards the end of it, and he did get his Top Gun, and well, he had a fun game, I suppose, in some way you might say. What a way to end it. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification button so you get alerted as soon as a new video goes up, and thanks for watching.